The city gave our Elixni allies a new home. But tensions between humanity and the Elixni can still run high. Mizrax, the leader of House Light, is keeping to himself, worrying his people. His daughter Ido has 4 sharp eyes on him. But something's off. Things aren't going so well for Elixni outside the city either. We just got a distress call from Europa. Elixni non-combatants in Aramis's old crew are under attack. A new species of Scorn are hunting Elixni across the system. These Scorn are corrupted Elixni, returned from death by their leader Fikrul. And Fikrul was created by the person I used to be. I've got a personal stake in rectifying the situation. But as the new Hunter Vanguard, it's more than that. It's my duty.
Eyes up, Guardian. We're responding to a distress call from House Salvation civilians. They wouldn't ask us for help if it wasn't dire, so let's use our leverage wisely. This is a humanitarian mission, so hold fire on all Elixni targets. Good luck. The hidden report that Aramis is on site. Your orders are to take her alive. Now, I know she's caused a lot of damage, but killing her will only harden anti-human sentiment. I'm not turning my first op as Hunter Vanguard into a bloodbath. Bizarre, Guardian. It's not an attack, it's a roundup. But new Scorn only come from dead Elixni. So why do they want the prisoners alive? House Salvation ships are bailing for Earth, and the Helm just arrived to take on stragglers. There's a lot of reasonable distrust of Aramis's people, but I'm taking the long view. I want to prove that hunters can build bridges, not just blow them up. There's something different about these Scorn. The freed civvies keep referring to them as Naviskidisk, which translates to not lifeless. Not sure what they mean by that yet. Xenobiological analysis is in. These Scorn are made of living tissue, Guardian, not necrotic like normal. Naviskidisk. Fikrul must have found a new source of power. Something paracausal.
Stand before me if you dare! I'll send you back to the drift again and again!
Since Father Aldred, Scorn were born dead. Great machine for humans only. No more. Now, I am blessed with light. Power to make life.
Our salvation will never bow. Not to the Scorn, and not to the Vanguard.
Aramis is getting away, Guardian. Chase her down. Damn. Fikrul got his hands on an echo. He's using it to mutate the ether of living Elixni. That explains this new breed of Scorn and why he wants the captives alive. For now, let's keep our eyes on the prize. Aramis is cornered. I'm coming down to personally negotiate her surrender. Stand by.
Good work, Guardian. This has been a long time coming. Aramis Kell. It's not for me to judge you, but I speak for the people of the last city now. They're demanding justice for all the people you've harmed. Guardians and civilians both. And it's my job to deliver you.
The justice of thieves and oppressors. What hypocrisy. Your blades are covered in the ether of my kin.
Think of the kin you have left. They're aboard the helm right now and they need you. You can't abandon them. Besides, if I came back without you, Ida would never forgive me.
If I come quietly, you will guarantee safe harbor for my people?
As long as they disarm and live peacefully with House Light, they'll be safe in the city. You have my word.
I expect the Guardian to enforce that. Now take me to Ido.
All hands. This is the Hunter Vanguard. We have a high-value prisoner on board and a House Salvation catch inbound. Prepare for boarding defense. We don't want to fight your rescue team, Aramis. Call them off.
I'm not the one in need of a rescue. Once he finds you. It's too late.
Father, I bring a gift. The power to make all Elixni our children. Reborn through extinction. Risen as Scorn.
I am assuming control of this vessel due to a comprehensive failure of arc conduit systems and my extensive experience with crash landings. Please brace for turbulence as we slam directly into...
So much has happened. I can't believe the helm is gone. At least we managed to salvage a small section of the ship from Europa. We couldn't leave poor Failsafe alone out there again. We must operate out of the last city for now. And so, welcome to my tonic shop. Petra has been helping me search through old records. Techian research, even materials from the old House of Wolves. I found many references to tonics. Elixirs my forebears used to treat sickness or grant strength. This wasn't common medicine. Old Reese was suffused with the light of the Great Machine. Some of these ingredients must have been too. My father is... ailing. Nezarek's curse works upon him day by day. But I know there's a solution in here somewhere. I won't give up until I find it. I hope my studies can be of some use to you as well. Whatever new power it is that Fikrul wields, we'll need a way to counteract it. For now, it may be helpful to study the revenants that Fikrul creates. It's unsavory, but we have to start somewhere. I believe my father wants to speak with you. Please, don't let him know that I'm worried for him.
I greet you in the light, Guardian. I regret that you must see me like this. Ido insists that this is throwing the curse, but it is no cure.
Much Elixni medicine was forgotten. Ido seeks a remedy in secrets of old Reese.
There are few still living who know the ways of our lost home.
Eremiskel remembers. Captured by the Guardian this day, she will help.
Her love for the Elixni is poisoned by her hatred of the Great Machine.
But now she will see wisdom in your path. Yes. Safety with House Light. Protected by Guardians.
Safe, but not whole. I thought being near the Great Machine would help reclaim what we lost on Reese. But I look at our hatchlings now, living in the ruins of humanity, building lives from scrap, and I see that we are debased, corrupted, defiled, doomed to meet our final end as scorn.
Trust in Ido. Varix teaches the ways of House Judgment. She will find old solutions to new problems. You will see.
He Even after the Traveler fled our sky, and our world was swept away in horror. After our great houses fell to betrayal and futile war, some Elixni held hope for unity and a future for our people. I do not know how much time remains to me, but if none challenge Fikrul, that dream is lost. Fikrul will condemn Elixni to decay and ruin. We will be a dead people, ruled over by the dead. My life is for my daughter and my house. Let them see that I still believe the old stories. Old stories tell that when Reese was threatened by dangers no weapon could defeat, the Kells would call upon a Slayer Baron. One possessed of forgotten knowledge, capable of impossible feats. One who can stand against an unrelenting foe. Does that not describe you well, my friend? So much of our history is tale and myth, but the scribe Varix remembers much. And what he cannot recall, Ido will help you uncover. I name you my Slayer Baron, and I beg of you, defend our house, defend our people. Deliver them from this second whirlwind. And when the time comes, deliver them from my curse. Fikrul and his minions continue to hunt down Elixni across the Sol system. He does not seek to call them under his banner. He will warp their minds, control them. They will kneel, willing or otherwise. Kell of Kells, Slayer, Baron, these are old titles, but our faith in them holds strong. Even those in House Salvation will understand the role you play. Death came for Reese, and none could prevent it. But that does not have to be our future. I will not compel your obedience, Guardian. I beseech you, as kin, join your sword arms to mine. Slayer Baron of House Light, stand against those who would cast us into ruin. Cut down all those who would destroy our house. Carve a future for the living from the bones of the dead.
I visited Aramis in her cell. We've been talking a little. I think we're making progress. She's been more responsive lately. You've been out there protecting our people. Even she has to admit that much. I mentioned that I've been working with Varix to track down information about tonics. Aramis said she knew a couple of older Elixni with knowledge of such things. If we could track down an apothecary, it would speed up my research considerably. In the meantime, Aramis also spoke of a Salvation enclave that might need our help. I sent Crow the coordinates. I might have left out the part where Aramis gave them to us. I know, but I think we can trust Aramis to look after the interests of her own people. I'm sure Crow will see that soon enough. Trust me on this?
Varric sees suspicion in the Slayer Baron. Can they trust Varric? Perhaps he still desires to be Kell of Kells, yes? After all, many died to make it so. It is true that Varric wanted power, not for himself, but for all Elixni, to build a new home filled with peace. But Varric lied to himself and his people. He was misled by darkness, and he lost the way of his house. And many terrors were born of his failure. Now Varric is humbled. He remembers he is not a Kell. He is a scribe. House judgment is not the way of fighting or ruling. It is the way of keeping history, promoting justice, teaching hatchlings. So Varric will train Ido, and together, scribes will undo the many wrongs of Varric the Loyal.
Sometimes I miss swashbuckling. Guardian, your battles against the Revenants to save Elixni captives from a fate worse than death. It's like one of our old fables. I've learned so much about our lost homeworld lately. About how ether flowed through all the plants and animals there, not just the Elixni. But for every drop I learn, there's a whole tank full that was forgotten. That's why it's so important that we learn from the few survivors, like Varric and Aramis. I know you and Aramis Kell share animosity, as my father would say, but she's more than a leader or a fighter or a criminal. She's a rare link to the secrets of old Reese. I encourage you to put aside the past and let Aramis Kell help us, or we risk making her the last of the Elixni.
Come to appreciate the fruits of your labor. These judicial theatrics continue, and I refuse to be broken by them. Your commander Zavala came to see me, assured me I would see a fair trial. I asked what weapons I would be permitted for the occasion, and he explained the city's justice system. He said that I could face indefinite incarceration or probation pending evaluation. I will not stay caged, Guardian. I will not stay caged. Tell me, Guardian, is this a gratifying sight or a frustrating one? You strike me as someone who appreciates finality. Not so your Hunter Vanguard, it seems. I am grateful for one thing. No Salvation captains share my cell. This remains a private humiliation. Ido claims you will defend both our houses against Fikrul's beasts. So, here it is, Slayer Baron. I know of another Salvation outpost. The Elixni there cut communications shortly before my incarceration. If any yet live, it seems likely they too are under threat. I once believed anything would be preferable to accepting your assistance. I have Fikrul to thank for illuminating me. I hope to demonstrate my gratitude in person before the end.
This is definitely the place, but it's weirdly quiet out there. Revenant Scorn have been turning up everywhere. We've really got to get a handle on this. If I could just... Wait. Is that...
We are here. We wait for you. Father, we ever serve and await return.
I'm here. I'm back.
Look, I inspire, I avenge for you. Now we rule together. I as Kel, you, King Aldren.
Let them go.
Father.
This isn't... You don't have to do any of this. Please.
This is our purpose. Your teachings. To break their servitors. Their lies. Their trust in light.
I'm the one who lied to you. This is just pointless slaughter, please. You can just stop. You can be more than this. I'll help you.
You are not him. You are a dead thing, like the others. You wear his face. You steal his voice. Forget his purpose.
It wasn't a purpose. It was delusion.
Give him back.
Don't.
Hear me, Father. I will rip this impostor from your bones.
Damn it!
Okay, got it. I'm setting up a transmat site. Get that device over there and we can ditch it in orbit. Explosives taken care of. You did it, Guardian. At least, no one else died today. Death is all Fikrul believes in. It's what I taught him to believe in. My faithful acolyte. I thought could reach him one more time. Let's go, Guardian. This is only going to get harder from here on out.
Troubled times, Guardian. You fight well. Every day, new survivors come to Mizraxkel for protection. But the Scorn come like a tide. They swarm the reef. They build in secret, using the bones of old ruins. Catches full of prisoners vanish into the belt. Useful prisoners, yes. Many who might help us if we retrieve them swiftly. But Varix does not yet know where... Guardian?
Jade Thing, Slayer Baron. Why fight for the fallen? You and I know the truth. These old names, these stories, so easy to burn away. But you and I survive again and again to fight one another. You took father from me, just as you took my friends. As you took everything. You give no purpose. When I am kill of chaos, I will find a way to hurt you. I greet you in the light, Slayer Baron. I grow restless in these quarters, yet here I must remain. You have our faith, Guardian. Mine, and that of my daughter. I do not know Reese as Aramis does, or as my own mother did. I must concern myself with our new home. Liars. Liars and deceivers, all. The purest light, the darkest hour. The time is at hand, Guardian.
Oh, it's you. I am told I will receive legal representation. Some form of advocate for this deplorable system. I hold no peers and will suffer no advocacy. I know in my heart the verdict has already been decided. That my corpse will hang from the city's walls to reassure its people. One more monster slain.
I greet you, Guardian. Revenant catches are seen ferrying prisoners to abandoned quadrants of the reef. I fear Fikrul's rot has infected the prison of elders. You would do well to hear Varix in this matter. He is not embraced with 4 arms, but his knowledge of the prison is unmatched. Work with him to infiltrate it. Once you are inside, rip with the Scorn apart until the air is rich with suffering. And when I've returned, I will burn the prison down myself. See to our people, the captives. You are their only hope.
Obviously my father misspoke, Guardian. It frustrates him that he cannot follow you into the field. Queen Mara would prefer that we keep any awoken structures intact, and my father respects that. He's dealing with a lot right now, and I know he relies on your better judgment. I'm sure the Queen will understand if we pick up a few items while we're inside, though. Oh, there must be all kinds of useful material in the Prison of Elders. Awoken tech, too. Bring me whatever you can find. And maybe I can develop some new tonics. I know it's been picked over a few times, but it's a big prison. Maybe too big. A lot of prisoners lived out their final days in that place. So much misery and bloodshed. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Fikrul made his way back there.
Guardian. After so many years, so much bloodshed, Varric's regrets we must return to the Prison of Elders welcomes you. Impress your warden.
Varric's? Who is that?
A malfunction. Confused servitor from years past. Varric's begs your pardon. Varric's does not sound like... Varric's will fix this. For now, we continue, yes? Opponent identified. Hibernation shutdown sequence in progress. Opponent? A warden is pulling prisoners from cold storage.
They're still alive in there?
Not for much longer. Faster, Guardian. Kill. Stand proud. No rest. Not yet. Light against light. Who prevails? Enough. Varric's demands you initiate shutdown. Override code loyal. Doppelganger lockout protocol in effect. Interface connections severed. Doppel. Prison of Elders belongs to Varric's. Fight. Win. Live. Face judgment. Taken approach. Beware. vital objective, Guardian. You fought. You won. Your treasure awaits. The Warden withdraws. So must we.
We took part in this blood sport. What now?
Servitor interference was unexpected. But Varix will be better prepared. We must push deeper into the prison. Decipher Fikrul's purpose. Prevent Revenant Scorn from overrunning the reef.
I should send Petra an update. Good work so far, Guardian.
Your report. Varix's involvement is minimal, yes?
I'll ask the tech kids next time I visit them.
Guardian, hope you're ready to get out there because I sure am. Fielding a lot of angry calls lately. You ever picture me doing desk work? Don't answer that.
You must free Aramis.
Ido, you can't just... What are you talking about?
We aren't making any progress on our own. I need help developing new tonics. Just think of how much Aramis has seen, how much she knows about old Reese. She can help us.
Ido, you know that Aramis has a lot to answer for.
She can't do that from inside a box. You're just wasting time. More elixir are lost every day. Let her make amends by saving lives.
Aramis didn't come here to make amends. She came to us because Fikrul had the upper hand. The people of this city trust us to keep them safe. I can't tell them I let a murderer run loose because you wish she was your friend.
Oh, you haven't changed. You worry so much about what people think of you. You don't care that Fikrul is out there turning hundreds of elixir into hollow shells. Or that my father is... that I don't know how to help him.
Ido?
Aramis is your trophy, and that's all that matters to you.
Hey, that isn't... Ido? Yeah, that went great. I'll get you the latest from the field, Guardian. I just... need a minute to secure comms.
I do not have time for your gawking. My council has presented me with a labyrinth of documents I must read. She has translated it into my language, obviously in an attempt to lull me into a false sense of security. Such theatrics as this will not fool me. There is no justice at the hands of humanity, only death.
father's condition is deteriorating. He's not himself. His mind veers constantly toward vengeance. He questions those most loyal to him, and I have nothing. No answers, no cure. The only jars full of powders and a few hundred ancient texts I can't make sense of. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. You have enough to worry about. Barracks has some troubling reports from the old prison. Apparently there have been intruders. Someone else with an interest in Fikrul's new abilities. He needs you over there right away. I don't know how much longer my father has. And if a Kell of Kells isn't there to challenge Fikrul, we have to end this soon.
It pleases me to see you embrace the title of Slayer Baron. The dark ether of many scorns stain your armor. But against the dead, killing is not enough. It is clear that Fikrul seeks something within the prison of elders. What it is, we do not know. But I have a song in my blood, an intuition, which gives me fear. That it is a dangerous weapon from our past. A memory from a long-dead house, revived in darkness. Return to the prison, and stop the scorn from reviving that which should remain buried.
Fikrul is here, if anywhere. Scouts have found no den, no hollow he calls home. He seeks a weapon or a corpse, perhaps both. Barracks will search alongside you. Fikrul knows Guardians have faced hardship, trials in prison. He will not disappoint you by offering less, yes? The Dread have come in great numbers.
Carrion feeders, hungry for Fikrul's power. Do not let them stop you. The Warden has locked us out of the administrative systems. I cannot assist from here.
The local controls are old, prone to errors. There may yet be a way forward.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Yes. Very strange. Barracks is unsure of the source.
Follow it, Guardian. Fikrul is waiting for us. They shield the commander. Tear their essence from their flesh. Let their essence fuel your wrath. storm Europa and convert Elixir in their hundreds. Why is he here? What is he looking for?
Varix hears music once again. Answers must be closed. We have found him, Mizraxkel.
More shields. You cannot escape us, Vikrul. You have him cornered, Guardian. Break him.
Caution, Guardian. Varix does not like this. Skolas. He lives. Do you see it, Guardian? Memory of Reef Wars long ago. Years of hubris and bloodshed. The fallen house of wolves, led by Skolas the Rabid. The song. A whirlwind dirge. A seeking song for the lost. But, Varix does not recognize the singer. The echo. It is the echo that sings to us, Guardian. Sings of Reese through our memories. It seeks an old strength. Strength to guide the scattered through a time of doubt and wrath. But it sees now how Fikrul wields its power. False life for an army of the slain, with those like Skolas for his pawns. The echo seeks another wielder. It demands one who is worthy. We cannot win this battle, Guardian.
Aramis at his side. You will answer for this failure.
Not failure, Miss Raxkel. We have learned much of the Echo. Vikrul's power rests uneasily in his grasp. There is hope here, Guardian. Let us report to Ido. We must consider our next steps carefully.
Incredible! The Echo is alive? And so is Skolas. My father told me many stories about him. Few good. If the Echo reached out to you, actually communicated using that song from Old Reese, Varix recognized it. Aramis might too. She's nearly as old as he is. She remembers Old Reese. If there's anyone who can reach out to the Echo, help us call it away from Vikrul. Guardian, we have to free Aramis. I know it's a lot to ask, but look, it'll be easy. I have a Golden Age relic that I think Spider will like. A kind of scroll with many vibrant illustrations. Spider has all kinds of useful devices. I bet people ask him for help breaking out of jail all the time. We can't wait any longer. And I know this is the right call. But if it isn't, tell Crow I'm really sorry.
So Scribe Ido wants to organize a prison break. I never thought she'd have the claws to defy the Vanguard. Maybe my mentorship is finally sinking in. Still, damn foolish if you ask me. Aramis was never an earner. Did nothing but spend for all those years. Ether, lives, weapons, all wasted. In time, she'll spend Ido's goodwill, too. Mark my words. But business is business. I see you have my payment. Check your console. I left what you'll need to open the cell. Just don't let the Praxics catch you with it. They might confuse it for the one that went missing from their vault. Now go. Let Aramis and Vikrul tear each other apart. Just don't let anything happen to our little Ido. Eh?
Guess Ido talked you into it, huh?
I have seen more competent escape attempts from hatchlings.
It's not the Guardian's fault. I figured Ido wasn't going to let this go.
And now, back to my cell? Or have I spent your patience at last?
I'll make you a deal. You don't do anything stupid, and in exchange, I won't tell the rest of the Vanguard that their Golden Guardian set you loose. And we all agree to pretend Ikora doesn't already know.
You are not serious.
Ido thinks you're still capable of doing the right thing.
She is naive.
I'd say hopeful. Maybe. Ido's convinced you can help us figure out how to stop Vikrul. Fact is, we could use some help. So, I'm choosing to put a little faith in you at the moment. As far as the city's concerned, Aramis is missing. I'll handle it. Just don't let me regret it. I'm counting on you here, Guardian. Aramis.
Insufferable fool. And now, I am at your mercy. For the sake of discretion, let us part ways here. I will contact you once I reach Ido's coordinates. Ah, the Vanguard's handler. I won't embarrass us with empty declarations of gratitude. But I will admit that, for now, we have a common goal. Let that be enough. Ido briefed me on Maya Sundaresh's echo and its ability to manipulate radiolaria. I believe Fikrul's echo does something similar to ether. Elixni fables tell of alchemy that change the polarity of ether between light and dark. When the ether inside of living Elixni is affected, it turns them into scorn. The reverse may be possible, but we won't know for certain until we claim the echo for ourselves. I am not eager to unravel another paracausal riddle. But I have looked into my people's eyes as their ether was defiled, watched their minds unravel as they rotted from within. This has never been about politics or power for Fikrul. He must.
Welcome to my most lucrative customer. I hear your scorn hunt hit a dead end, so to speak. That might be a problem I could solve. My web vibrates with tales of something festering in the reef. Not a revival like the Tomb of Elders. Something fresh. Sounds like Fikrul's building a fiefdom on my old turf. He was always high-minded. As an Archon, he was forever bloviating on mystical matters. Calyx this, and the great machine that. Look where all his enlightenment got him in the end. Preaching to a choir of rotting corpses. But that's the way of fanatics. Trying to remake the world that everyone else expects. Can't imagine anything worse for business. I prefer my customers alive. I suggest you pay this new Scorn encampment a visit. It might be the source of all our problems and their solutions.
I really can't thank you enough for your help with Aramis. We're on the same side of this fight. So long as her people are safe, it's in her best interest to help us. Just in time, too. Scouts from the House of Light found something in the reef. A formation of asteroids lashed together. Between the reckless approach to construction and their taste in architecture, it's safe to say the Scorn are involved. We're closing in on Fikrul's base of operations, and everyone's pitching in on a plan. But before you go, I have something for you. I've spent countless hours studying Nezarek's curse. I've come to believe it shares a few elements with Dark Ether. I haven't yet found a safe treatment, but I did think of a way to weaponize my experiments against the Scorn. It's just a framework for now. Collect some practical data from the field, and maybe you can make something of it.
This must be the place. Looks like Spider's intel was solid.
So many Scorn. Why aren't they attacking?
Fikrul alone would be Kerl of Kerls. It is not enough to destroy my Baron. He must be seen doing it.
He's playing to the crowd. I don't like where this is headed.
Araski's the trickster. One of few to best Spider in a test of wits.
Just like you, Guardian. Glint and I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Be vigilant, Slayer Baron. Araskis will return.
At the worst possible time, no doubt.
Appears to be some kind of musical instrument. Play us a melody, Guardian. Like one of Drifter's star shanties.
Please, Guardian. Anything but that.
It looks awfully complex for the Scorn. Could have a hidden purpose. Let's keep an ear on it. Looks like a dead end.
No. There is a fell magic at work here. Examine the photon reflectors closely.
You're right. There's something off about those mirrors. Whoa! The Guardian's energy signature just changed. Where are they?
This must be an ancillary effect of Fikrul's echo. Some kind of extra-dimensional projection.
It is a reflection of his fortress, just as the Scorn are the dark reflections of the Elixir.
Signature here matches your opponents in the fortress.
Use their energy against them. Collect as much as you can before crossing back. It's the Mad Bomber, another of Fikrul's barons.
Canix always targeted civilians, even as an elixir. I am not surprised he revels in these atrocities.
See my children, a dead thing, bringing death to our house. But we fear it no more. We are finally beyond its violence. For ages, the fallen were blessed by the great machine. So self-right. it blesses the scorn, gives the gift of life. Now we are the miracle. And how do they welcome their savior? With murder, subjugation, and jealousy.
The radiation in that place is starting to take a toll. I'd get out of there as soon as possible. It's the Mindbender. Watching Fickrell bring these Barons back. It's like all of our work, Kate's sacrifice, is being undone.
Hyrax seeks refuge in the adjacent dimension.
Follow him back to the material plane, Guardian. Don't let him escape.
Your cruelty has no place here, dead thing. My children will rise again and again. You approach the throne room. The final kell will soon be decided.
I'm not so sure. This whole thing feels like a spectacle for Fickrell's followers. And he's not ready for the show to end yet.
The dead thing will rise. Champion. Only die in cold. Kill our Now you see, children, how small and broken are the Elixir. Their force dwindles, their houses fall, and our army grows inside their flesh. Soon, they will bow to Fickrell, life-bringer.
Good work, Guardian. It looks like Ido's frame really came alive during that mission.
Yes, the energies of the Revenant plane were just the component it needed. Unfortunately, we're no closer to ending Fickrell. Or curing my father's curse.
Have patience, daughter. We must know our enemy before we defeat them. And the Guardian has discovered much of value this day.
Now we just need to locate the lost apothecary, and we'll have all the tools to finish the job. I just read Ido's report on Fickrell's fortress. Good work, Guardian.
Is that your measure of success? A report? Any kell worth their ether would see you docked.
Yeah. Guardian, I invited Aramis to weigh in here. Ida was right. We need her intel.
Luckily, Ido's research continues, despite your incompetence. She's close to recreating a tonic that can alter the polarity of ether.
Could be key in breaking through to Fickrell.
Records from old Reese name the plants required. Organisms genetically cultivated over centuries by eco-splicers. With fragrances and colors that have yet to exist on your drab little planet. All now extinct, withered and polluted by the whirlwind. The active ingredients might still be harvested from Earth's primitive flora. But only one still living knows what they are.
Our lost apothecary. We've got to find her.
Re-enter Fickrel's lair and fetch her at once. Fail again, and I shall be forced to take more drastic measures.
Guardian, we're getting ready for another attack on Fickrel's fortress. I've been doing my best to follow the apothecary's notes. It was hard to find some of the components, but I think I'm on the right track. I'm calling this the tonic of ether clarification. A way to extract the darkness from ether and suffuse it with light. If it works at all. I haven't been able to test it, and I can't be sure anything will affect Fickrel while he holds the Echo. Guardian, if you can fight your way into Fickrel's base and find the apothecary, first-hand knowledge will go a long way. Fickrel thinks he's beaten us, that you're in a stalemate, and he can toy with you. I know it's difficult, but for now, let him believe that. Take the chance to learn everything you can. We'll prove ourselves in the end.
All right, Guardian. Time to take another run at Fickrel.
I challenge you to make more of this mission than the last. The scorned Kel mocks us.
Fickrel has the Echo, yes. But the Guardian is not unarmed.
You're the expert on being unarmed.
Now. Let's focus up. Our goals are to find the lost apothecary, explore the fortress, and empower the Guardian's new weapon. Let's go. Keep an eye on your new weapon, Guardian.
It grants sight beyond vision. Perhaps not everything is as solid as it seems.
Calyx, bomber of the Origin libraries. Do the Awoken know he lives?
I didn't mention it to Mara. I've got enough diplomatic knots to untangle already.
Served others. The great machine. My father. The witness. Now they serve themselves. They build. They sing. Scorn are free. For the first time. Free!
The Revenant plane shows a level of sophistication I've not seen from the Scorn.
The longer Fickrel possesses the Echo, the more his mastery will grow. As with Maya Sundaresh.
And we saw where that led. The sooner we get it off him, the better.
If the Echo has the power to make whole worlds, it's mightier than I feared. I wonder what it might do in worthier hands. The Hive, fight alongside this Drake of Exile.
Hyrax learns much of the planes beyond. Hive respect such knowledge.
worshippers, serve me! Witness the power of Fikrul, life-bringer!
It's well and good to potter about this grand hovel, but without the apothecary, it does us no good.
I hear you. She's valuable. So I'm willing to bet Fikrul is keeping her near the throne room.
It's the apothecary. You've done it, machine spawn.
Her name is Ixis. She is of old Reese. Perhaps older than Varix, even.
She's grateful for your help, but does not count any human as an ally. She understands all you say, but refuses to speak in your tongue. We are kindred spirits. Do not fear. Ido and I will win her to our cause.
Why does the dead return? To worship, to learn. It was ordered to kill, so it kills. Every day the Scorn army grows. Their bodies shaped by my hands. We are beyond death. Fear nothing, my children. For your father is Girl of Girls.
This is a big deal, Guardian. The apothecary was our last missing piece. Hopefully she'll put Ido's tonic over the top. Next time we come back here, it'll be to finish the job.
I'm glad you called, Guardian. I've been speaking with the apothecary. She's quite a character. She says you're a light-eating demon who stole the Great Machine. And also, thank you. She's been a great help.
Lightbearer, I feel your power. A familiar tingle in this splicer gauntlet.
Father? What are you doing on this channel?
I hear screams wrenched from the throats of the Scorn. Oh, I smell their sweet rot.
Mizraxkel! Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Take me with you, emissary of pain. I will rip the echo from the Scorn Archon myself. We will devour their fear. Free me.
Guardian? Are you still there? I'm sorry. Mizraxkel is rarely himself anymore. I've sedated him for his own sake. We're almost finished with the tonic. Whether it will cure him or not is unknown. I'd best get back to work. Guardian, this will be the best and final test of what we have learned together. This tonic will alter the ether that flows through Fikrul's body, filling him with light. While the potion runs its course, he will be Elixni, not Scorn. My hope is that Fikrul will be cut off from his dark ether just long enough for you to put an end to him. To bring him a final death, as the ghosts say. I've had an injector prepared and delivered to you. I wish we could have tested it first. But we have to take advantage of Fikrul's arrogance while we can. I know you can do this, Slayer Baron. Our house trusts in you.
All is prepared for a final battle, Slayer Baron. Soon the Kell of Kells will be decided, yes. Since the House of Rain prophecy, many fought to unite Elixni. Varix was one of them. Much ether was spent over empty hopes, creating enemies, building nothing. When Mizraxkel made peace, House Salvation saw cowardice. We were haunted by memories of old Reese. Prosperity, songs, kin, all vanished. We thought, with power, we will reclaim our home. But the more power we grasped, the further we drifted, until we became the whirlwind we fled. Now, there are only two. All other Kells fallen. All other houses ruined. Finally, Varix understands. What is lost, yes. We cannot reclaim, cannot go back. Varix's time is gone. He can preserve our history, but is not our future. That belongs to Mizraxkel, Ido, and the House of Light.
All right, Guardian. This is our last best chance to shut down Fikrul.
The concoction you carry will alter his ether, making him vulnerable for a short time.
Tear him open. Decorate his throne with blood. Then I alone will reign.
Father, you shouldn't be here. You're not yourself.
He will stay. If we succeed, he will be Kell of Kells. He should witness this. Curse be damned.
The cursed Kell arrives to accept his defeat. The fall of his house and his ascent into darkness.
The Echo's power eats through the Elixni, degrading their ether from within. Scorn waits just beneath their carapaces, eager to rupture forth. Molting, evolving, becoming anew, as am I. Listen, my friends. I must speak quickly. I struggle to keep the curse at bay. Once Fikrul's reign is over, if my curse cannot be abated, my leadership must
must pass to another. I will not dethrone Fikrul, only to become him.
Have faith, Father. Everyone here has worked tirelessly to prepare this assault. It will not fail.
I speak not from lack of faith, but an abundance of love for you and my house.
I understand, Mizraxkel. If the worst should happen, the Vanguard will protect your people. Even from you, if necessary.
Once Fikrul falls, we must be ready to retrieve the Echo.
It will be mine by rights. Your Kell demands it.
The Echo is of old race. It belongs to the Elixni. Not some disgraced god clawing its way back into existence.
The apothecary is free to go. Why is she still here?
She does not think Fikrul will turn her into a Revenant. Her knowledge of ether is too valuable. Besides, she has no desire to live with humans. Instead, she will study the Revenants and report findings to Ido.
That's insane. Imagine staying with the Scorn willingly.
She says you overestimate the appeal of your city. And suggests you dock yourself in a most exotic fashion.
Araskis throws her life away for the final time. I would give much to drive the final blade through myself.
Save my children.
This is old Reese. The Reese of my youth. Do you hear that, Guardian? The echo speaks to us. It is a memory of old Reese, of a moment before the whirlwind, during an age of heroes. The echo wants to return home, to make Reese, all of this, whole again. And it wants me as its new bearer. I accept, but I have conditions.
She cannot be trusted with power. She knows only war. After all I've done for our people, the echo belongs to me. I alone can kill the chaos, first and last. There are no others. I can feel it. The light flowing through me once more. You have my gratitude. Aramis. I greet you in the light once again, Guardian. You have prevented another whirlwind, and brought honor to the title of Slayer Baron. I am now Kell of Kells, but I do not embrace it with 4 arms. Though I feel the light flow through me once more, I fear the God of Pain will always be with me. A lingering note of discord in my blood. I thought to make Aramis or Varric's Kell of Kells, but they refused. Aramis offered me the Echo, but I could not accept. It has chosen her. Ido would keep the Echo in Soul to clarify the ether of the Scorn, but it is too great a threat. We cannot risk another mass corruption. Instead, Aramis will take the Echo far from this system. Perhaps she can finally create a new Elixni homeworld, as she always dreamed. Besides, House Light has all it needs here. Kin, allies, and the great machine above.
I'm the scribe of our house. Even so, I don't know if I can find the right words to thank you for everything you've done. My father's soul is intact. The houses of light and salvation are safe. And you made all of this possible. I really should thank you formally as a Slayer Baron of our house. But I hope you know that I consider you a true friend. I don't know if we can call Aramis a friend, but I owe her much. She could have taken the Echo and abandoned us, but she chose to help. Do you think our talks over the last few weeks got through to her? I'd like to think so. You gave her the chance to put some good in the world. Thank you for placing your faith in both of us, Guardian. The truth is, none of us can say what the future will bring. Maybe Varix really will rebuild the House of Judgment. Maybe we'll divide into many houses once again. Maybe the Elixni will drift away from Sol and find new worlds. For now, my people have a new Kell to unite them. To lead them along a path very different from the one that the Kells of old envisioned for us. Whatever comes, you'll always have a place in that future, Guardian. And a place in the House of Light.
Machine spawn. This is Aramis of No House, Echo Bearer, and Voice of Reese. I reach you from the outer edges of Sol, where I am departing this war-torn slum forever. That I leave my people under your blithe tyranny shall be another of my unavoidable regrets. The Echo believes I am still worthy, but I am not so certain. I've been drifting for so long now. I barely remember who I was in this place. The Kell I am now has scars, faults, debts to repay. I've made so many compromises. Can I truly say I am of old Reese? Ida would have me stay, of course, using my new power to reclaim Scorn from the darkness. But the Echo calls me home. Its song resonates through every drop of my being. It sounds like gusts of ether flowing through canyons, roiling as clouds and condensing as dew, nourishing a paradise safe from humanity and the great machine. My kin will once again be weavers and dancers, instead of the scrabbling insects you made us. Soon enough, the machine spawn will be no more than a legend to frighten hatchlings. I shall build a new life with my family, and think of you no more.
Guardian, I wanted to drop a quick thank you. I've learned a lot from my first assignment as Hunter Vanguard, and I couldn't have done it without you. Looking back, I might have been a little uptight about the rules. I didn't want to take too many risks on my first time out. Being Hunter Vanguard is a risky business. No way around it. I'm sure Cade would agree. And our riskiest move of all, setting Aramis free, ended up being our saving grace. The Echo chose her to cure Mizrax Kell and rebuild Old Reese. Her devotion to her people outweighed her hatred of humanity after all. And now that Mizrax is Kell of Kells, she can leave in good conscience, knowing that the Elixni of Sol are in good hands. Of course, that still leaves the city leaders. They're pretty upset that Aramis is in the wind. But they'll forget about her soon enough. Not me, though. I'll remember her as an unrelenting headache who helped put Uldren's most desperate mistake to rest and changed the course of Elixni history forever.
So, you restored order to the reef, eh? Good thing, too. My scavenger crews were on the verge of mutiny. I'll admit, you deserve a measure of credit. Not actual credit, of course, and certainly not for me. The real distinction belongs to Ido and Aramis. Apparently, the ship stealer is embracing her name again, prepping a salvation catch for an interstellar haul. It's ironic. After all her flailing, Aramis finally created a new era for the Elixni. We're junking off for good. Safe drift, I say. Huh? Now, the tale of carols shall dispute it, and business can resume. Of course, there'll be upstarts and rabble-rousers. Plenty of Elixni still hate the Vanguard. But you'll put them back in line, eh? After all, the light provides. Oh, it's good to be back on top.
If we're gonna stay here, we should be building more ships. That's all I'm saying.